Dear learners, welcome back to your education channel Learn and Educate, where we were studying of Income Tax Act so as to be familiar with the essentials of basic direct tax laws in India. Section 2, Clause 30, Non-resident. Non-resident means a person who is not a resident, and as per Section 6, Clause 6, it includes a person who is not ordinarily resident. Thus, as per Section 6, a person is said to be a not ordinarily resident in India in any previous year if such person has, as per Clause 6, Subclause A, who is an individual who has been a non-resident in India in 9 out of the 10 previous year preceding years and has during the 7 previous year preceding that year been in India for a period amounting to in total or overall 729 days or less. Section 6, Clause 6, Subclause B. A Hindu under a family whose manager who has been a non-resident in India in 9 out of the previous 10 years preceding that year and or has during the 7 preceding years to such year has been in India for a period or periods amounting in total to 729 days or less. As per Section 2, Clause 30, non-residents means a person who is not resident, and as per Section 92 of the Income Tax Act 1961, which is related to computation of income from international transactions with regard to arm's length price. Any income which is arising from an international transactions shall be computed having regard to the arm's length price. Section 93 is about avoidance of income tax by the transactions resulting in transfer of income to the non-resident. Thus, as per it, subsection 1, clause B, where whether before or after such transfer or when such mentioned person received or is entitled to receive any capital sum, the payment of which is in any way connected with the transfer or the payment is any which is connected to any of such associated operations, then any income which is arising by virtue of transfer either alone or in conjunction or combination with the associated operations has become the income of the non-resident. And as per section 168 of the Income Tax Act, section 168 subsection 1 clause B, if there are more than one executors, as if those executors were an association of persons for the purpose of the Income Tax Act 1961, then the executor shall be deemed to be a resident or non-resident according to the deceased person who was a resident or a non-resident during the previous year in which his death took place. Thus, as per section 2 clause 30, non-resident means a person who is a resident, not a resident for the purpose of section 92, 93 and section 168, but it includes a person who is not ordinarily resident as per section 6 clause 6 of Income Tax Act 1961.